Got a surprise for you. Ah! This thing right here. Sometimes I like to draw a box when I'm looking at things. This is a case. It's a big box for which you can write your dreams. Now you might be wondering, Jimbo, it's been a while. How have you been? I think you can tell how I've been. Look at this. International conflict. International conflict. International case. The whole case is international. These things kind of make it so that way everything else can be here. It's like the world, all right? You are this. Who is it? I knew that they said that there were other lives. There was other life on this earth, but I didn't know we'd find it today. This is bigger than it looks. Keep that in mind. It can understand English. You know, that's obviously international. So I think that kind of solves that problem that we were facing there. What's inside the box, you ask? I don't know. This is a good lesson for all of us here. Some things you're not supposed to know. So what is your name?
Redface.
Redface?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like, there's a rapper named, are you gang affiliated?
Yes, I am.
Okay. But something very important is right there. Beater bottom discharge adjustment up, which is the direction. But it actually goes up or down, so it's kind of like it's like an optical illusion. I don't support gambling. However, this kind of shows you that there's a chance to win. That is how we buy into the lies of the devil. You could go up, you could go down. You don't know which way you're going. But down is corn, all right? Now keep that in mind. When things are going down, you know that the corn has got to be involved. This is the devil, all right? The devil is gambling. Okay, this is the prize, which is a lot of money. But when things are going up, you just gotta grin. You just gotta be happy. You gotta be happy that everything's going well. This is kind of like the moon. See how it goes in a circle? It's spooled up. That's how much money that you have to gain from the devil. Everybody wants money, everybody wants love. But you can't have both. Remember that. 1660. It was a good year. What's your favorite thing to get from the gas station?
Rhino boner pills.
Okay, is that one of the ones that, is that a, there was a man, a myth, possibly a legend, but he's gone. And frankly, this is kind of the year that this was his favorite year. And we kind of remember him with that. And frankly, he's dead now, so nobody really cares about him. including me. What do you do if there's somebody with a blue face and they want to try to maybe give you, like, what if they do that to you? Like, they kind of slap.
That's incredibly disrespectful in the gang culture,
Okay.
and they would basically never come back after doing that. So
What do you
They
mean
would-
by that?
they would be sleeping with the fishes.
Okay, so they're very, you kind of make sure that they lock the.
That's like the middle finger of gang culture, doing
Yeah.
that.
So sleep when you go to sleep with the fish. Now that kind of seems sexual to me. Okay. Everybody call this number. See that number right there? Everybody call it. I want everybody to call this number. Everybody go there. Screenshot that. Give you time to screenshot it. You know, sometimes people die and you just don't care. You know? We should do one more thing and then I want to sit down with you.
Absolutely.
Okay. Go up there. Okay, so Red is going to kind of teach you some things here. He's going to do a very brief, very quick rundown of kind of what the inside of this, what did you say it was called?
A combine.
Columbine? You see how they tried to rub this out? Like you can't see it? They're trying to prevent you from knowing what that is. But they made the mistake and they left all the numbers. You put that into anything, they'll call. People are dying right now. Right as we're doing this, isn't that a fun thing to think about? Put that into a microwave, it'll call. Everybody, how many people here raise your hand? How many people here got a microwave? I have 2. People are dying as you're watching this. And then I'll look up to the sky because I want more. Does that make sense?
Inside this Columbine, we got the steering wheel right here. You know, it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm a pretty simple man, but this is probably the best steering wheel you could get. Money can buy. I mean, I've watched some of Jimbo's reviews before, and he doesn't know a good steering wheel. This is the best damn steering wheel ever made. And that's it. It's pretty boring in here. Not gonna lie. No cap.
Thanks, Red. You are a new member of the team. We would hope to work with you more soon. But we're going to do some stuff with Red actually in a little bit. We're going to have a nice conversation with him. We're going to kind of see maybe more about the gang life, maybe why his face the way that it is. Maybe it's a mask. Maybe he's got the things. Everybody that you know is dead right now. This is the box. Outside of this box is everybody you don't know. In the middle, these are the people that are dead, okay, that you know. Everything outside of the box are the people that you don't know that are dead. Red, thanks for taking the time today. You know, a lot of people are not willing to have conversations like this.
Yep.
And it's a shame. It's a shame because there's a lot of people and there's a lot of talking, but nobody's talking like this. You know, do this.
Yep.
Nobody's talking like this.
They're not.
1660 is the amount of people that die every time we spend a minute talking. So stay quiet. People don't die. What do you think about the government?
I think they fucking suck.
Yeah.
They're the
going.
worst.
What makes them bad?
The military-industrial complex is terrible. That's the reason we're in all these gosh dang wars.
Yeah. What's your favorite war?
Probably my favorite war?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really hard. I'm a big fan of World War I because that was the first use of chemical weapons.
Mm-hmm. This thing right here is not for the kids. The kids don't want that. The kids want these little things right here. Take that to the bank and smoke it.
In the gang life, not a lot of people realize this, but it's a very forgiving and growing experience that they put an emphasis on.
Oh shit. This one always makes me sad because frankly not enough people think about this one. You're wondering like I wake up, you know, what do I do?
Yeah. And how do you stay so young and fit?
Yeah, so pretty much I wake up, all right, go back to sleep, wake up again, go back to sleep, wake up one more time, and then I go back to sleep, and then I wake up, right?
Yeah.
And I kind of like to start my day like that with just a little bit of a shock to my system. I'm banking. Bank. Depositing money. Savings account. It kind of represents a circle, okay? Now, what is a circle? A circle is something that doesn't have a beginning or an end. It goes on forever. If you had any advice for the kids out there, what would you share? If you could only share 3 words with the kids, what would those 3 words be?
3 words. Join a gang. Have a family around you to be able to take care of you in the form of a gang.
These are bad people. These are bad people. Raise your hand if you want a piece of gum. Call that number. You zoom in on that number. Okay, now raise your hand if you had a piece of gum because you were having diarrhea. Can you crack the code? Do you know the treasure that awaits you in life? Is there more out here for you than just the numbers? Well, I think that it's good to have a different perspective. And I don't think we can all be right, but I don't think we can all be wrong either. I think we can all be right, right?
Not really.
But something along those lines, though. Okay, now raise your legs if you can float. Those are the cards that you picked. Shake my hand. I'd like to shake your hand, but I can't. Just know that I love you and that I think you're amazing and that, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Beautiful.
I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you this.
Here we go.
Jimbo, speed out!